Good morning, students. How are you? Hope that you are fine. I am also fine by the grace of Allah. Today we will discuss chemistry chapter 4, periodic table. This is very important chapter of chemistry. You must try to understand the lesson properly and you must write it in your classwork copy. Today I will discuss the topics I have written in the board. Everybody see that chapter 4, periodic table. So today I will discuss alkali metal, alkaline earth metal, then I will discuss transition elements, then coin metals, halogen and inert gases. These are the topics today I will discuss one by one. So let us start the lesson. Okay, now first one is alkali metal. The elements of group 1 except hydrogen: lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. The elements of group 1 lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium in the periodic table are called alkali metals. Okay, again I am telling the elements of group 1 except hydrogen: lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium in the periodic table are called alkali metals. They react with water. They react with water to produce strong alkali. For example, this is sodium. It reacts with water to produce sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Now if we balance the reaction, it will be 2, then here will be 2, then here also 2. Now the reaction is balanced. Again, if I write the next reaction, potassium, it is also react with water to produce potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Okay, now if I balance the reaction, 2 water molecule, then 2 potassium hydroxide. Now the reaction is balanced. So these are alkali metals. These are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Okay, now in the periodic table I am showing, all of you see that in the periodic table, see that these are the group 1 elements except hydrogen. These are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. You know that in the periodic table there are 18 groups and 7 periods. So in the first group, the alkali metals are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, and they react with water to produce strong alkali. So for this reason, these are called alkali metal. Okay. Okay, now alkaline earth metal. The elements of group 2, these are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, in the periodic table are called alkaline earth metals. Their compounds are available in soil. They also react with water to produce alkali. For example, calcium. Okay, first of all, I am giving magnesium. It react with water to produce magnesium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Then similarly, calcium react with water to produce calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Okay, dear students, now see that we have written alkaline earth metals. The elements of group 2, this is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium in the periodic table. Okay, in the periodic table are called alkaline earth metals. Their compounds are available in soil. And they also react with water to produce strong alkali. I have given the reaction also. Okay, now in the periodic table, everybody see that these are the 6 elements of group 2. This is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. These are called alkaline earth metals. Okay, everybody write it. Okay, dear students, I think you have written alkali earth metal. Now transition element. The elements whose stable ions contain partially filled d orbitals are called transition elements. Okay, now iron is a transition element because its stable ion Fe2 plus contains partially filled d orbital. Okay, now everybody see that I have given one example, iron. Everybody know the atomic number of iron, it is 26. So it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d6, 4s2. Okay, so iron donates 2 electron, then it will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d6, and this 2 electron is donated from the outermost energy level. For this reason the valency of iron is 2, it is ferrous. Again to attain half filled d orbital it donates another electron, then it becomes ferric. So now I have written transition element, everybody see again. So transition element, the elements whose stable ions contain partially filled d orbital. See that it is the partially filled d orbital. So for this reason iron is a transition element. So the elements those who do not have the partially filled d orbital, they are not the transition element. For example, scandium and zinc, that two are not the transition element. Okay, now everybody see in the periodic table what are the transition elements. So these are titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese. These are the transition elements because their stable ion contains partially filled d orbitals. Okay, now coin metals. The elements of group 11, these are copper, silver, gold, are called, group 11 are called coin metals because from the ancient age they were used to produce coins and used as trade and commerce. So for this reason these are called coin metals. So everybody see the elements of group 11, there are 4 elements, among that copper, silver and gold. These 3 elements are used from the ancient time to produce coins and that are using as a trade and commerce. So for this reason these are called coin metals. Now in the periodic table I am showing, all of you see, it is group 11, copper, silver, gold. Everybody see that in group 11 copper, silver, gold and rhodium. Among that these 3 are called coin metals, copper, silver and gold. Copper, silver and gold are called coin metals because they were used as to produce coins from the ancient time and they also used as a trade and commerce. For this reason these 3 elements are called coin metals and they are remaining in the group 11 in the periodic table. Okay, dear students, I think you have written what is alkali metal, what is alkaline earth metal, what is transition elements, then what is coin metals. Now halogen, everybody write it, halogen. The elements of group 17 in the periodic table these are fluorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, tennessine are called halogen. Halogen means salt maker. The main source of halogen is sea salt. Okay, now dear student, you see that these are the group 17 elements in the periodic table. These are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, tennessine. These all are called halogen. So halogen means salt maker. The main source of halogen is sea salt. Okay, now we'll see in the periodic table. All of you see in the periodic table group 17 elements. Okay, this is group 17. All of you see that group 17: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, tennessine. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements in group 17 of the periodic table are called halogen. Okay, again I am telling, these are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, tennessine. Okay, now inert gases. The elements of group 18 in the periodic table. I think everybody know the name: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and oganesson are called inert gases. So these are inert gases. Okay, now again I am telling, the elements of group 18, these are inert gases. What are these? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and oganesson. These 7 elements of group 18 in the periodic table are called inert gases. Why these are inert gases? Because they do not share, accept, or donate any electrons with another atom to form bond. That means they remain inactive to form bonds. So for this reason these are called inert gases. Again I am telling, why these are inert gases? Because they do not accept, donate, or share electrons with other atoms to form bond. That means they remain inactive to form bond. For this reason these elements are called inert gases, because their outermost energy level is fulfilled by electrons. Okay, now in the periodic table, everybody see, I am showing you. Okay, see that this is the group 18 in the periodic table. This is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and oganesson. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 elements together are called inert gases, and they are in the group 18 elements in the periodic table. They are called inert gases because they do not donate, share, or accept electrons with another atom to form bond. That means they are not active. They do not take part in chemical reaction for this reason, and their outermost energy level is fulfilled by electrons. So for this reason these are called inert gases. Okay, dear students, today I have given you a very important lesson of chapter 4. That is, first of all I have given what is alkali metal, second I have given alkaline earth metal, third I have given inert gases, fourth I have given coin metals, and fifth I have given halogen, and then sixth I have given inert gases and coin metal. Okay, again I am telling, first one was alkali metal, then alkaline earth metal, then transition element, then coin metals, then halogen, and inert gases. These are very important lesson of the chapter. All of you must see the video attentively and write the lesson in your classwork copy. Okay, thank you everybody.